What's up, y'all? Y'all here? Sorry, I had to rush back to the room, and then freaking oh, I ain't trying to watch this. Then I had to freaking get in the elevator, but there was like hella people in the elevator, and I was trying to like wait to let more people go so I didn't have to be in the elevator with 1,000 people. So I was the first one to get in the elevator, right? And then tell me why 600 people got in the elevator, and we was all some big mofos. And you know, not a whole bunch of big mofos can get on the elevator because then it might drop and fall, and then an experience. But anyway, y'all, let's go ahead and get started with the show. All right. I just had to be shut up. It's my show. I can vent if I want to, damn it.
The views and opinions on this show are for entertainment purposes only. The only factual information is any story that has happened to AT2 or the parties involved. Other than that, go ahead and get you a drink, get you something to eat, just relax and enjoy the show. Let's have fun. All right, y'all, let's get real.
What's up, what's up, everybody? Welcome to a brand new episode of Talk the Real Deal with AT2. And I'm your boy, AT2. How everybody doing? How everybody living? How everybody feeling today? Do you want some body oil? We gonna go ahead and kill that whole body oil thing real quick. But how y'all doing? How y'all doing? I'm living the life out here in Vegas. So I turned this on members only chat, but this is public for everybody to watch. The reason being is because I unblocked everybody. I went ahead and looked at my block list, and I was like, you know what? Let me go ahead and unblock everybody because I do not want to block any of my blessings. So I was all like, let me go ahead and unblock people, and then hopefully I can hit a jackpot. So I will free up the chat once we hit our quota. I'm not going to tell you what the quota is because if I tell you, we ain't going to hit it. So, you know, when we hit that quota, I'll go ahead and free up the chat. But everybody watching, hello. Make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, all that good stuff. So let's go ahead and get into it because I ain't going to want to do this shit later. I was going to stay away from Jaguar for my whole vacation, right? But it's just a few things that are like so good and juicy and you got to talk about. Shout out to Kulu because Kulu said he want to use them hands and bash somebody's face in, and I'm here for it. All right, so first we're going to go ahead and talk about that body oil. Knew somebody oil. What's up, Shauna? What's up, Miss ATLian fan? What's up, New York Chicken Wing? What's up, Denitra? I didn't even say hi to y'all. I'm sorry. What's up, Erica? Who else we got here? Who else? Mary D. Shout out to Mary D. What's up, Leanne? What's up, Winnie? What's up, LA? What's up, Bethany? What's up, Seafood Boyle? Shout out to everybody. Thank y'all for being here. Knew somebody oil. So a long time ago, right? Auntie Hammy had posted this video and said, Jaguar Wright singing outside the gas station selling body oil, right? Is this lady, she was riding around with a mic and she was driving. She's like, do you want some body oil? And so, because she said it was Jaguar Wright, everybody believes that was actually Jaguar singing, do you want some body oil? And it's not Jaguar singing body oil. That was not Jag and Goomba writing. It was like 3 other dudes in there. That was not her singing about the body oil. But everybody believes that's Jaguar Wright. And so if you ever hear about the body oil thing, that's not Jaguar Wright. But everybody thinks it was her because Auntie Hammy had said it was Jaguar. Now I think Jag should come out with some body oil. What would Jag put in her body oil? Miss H.E. Alien said it would have fentanyl oil in it. She had that fentanyl oil from the fentanyl weed at Bobby Legends. Doing some bad oil. I ain't went to the flea market in a minute. You know the flea market, that's where they sell the bad oil. I ain't been there in a minute. Wait, V said weed and funk? Y'all are crazy. Weed and funk. There was some bad oil. I would definitely be down to get the Jaguar Right Body Oil. Now, she did have that salve or that salve or what? I can't even pronounce it, so I ain't buying that shit. But if she came out with the body oil, I would buy the body oil, definitely. Anyway, Ash. Yo, that was the craziest part from my show with her. It was part 2 of the interview, right? And she was all like, yeah, I put my tampon and sprinkled some of my son's ashes and I had Goomba smoke it so we can be bonded together. I was like, what? And I was trying to pretend like that shit was normal. It was crazy. And I was just all like, because I did not like, how do you move on from something else, y'all? She said she put her tampon and sprinkled her son's ashes in it and then had Goomba smoke. You can't make this shit up, y'all. Oh my God. You cannot make this shit up. It was crazy. I was like, whoa. Okay, she didn't say tampon. She said her blood. But where the blood came from, I'm assuming it came from there. I'm just saying. You know, do you want some body oil? Get a little body oil in there. She put the tampon. The ash and that body oil, and I bet when he lit it up, it fucking burned his mouth. Because she put that hoodoo voodoo on that blunt. But hey, you know, you do what you want. I'm just saying, you know. I mean, I was all like, and trust me, I don't like, you know, when you do like an interview with somebody, you kind of be like, okay, we're going to talk about this. Like one of the things was like, hey, TJ had a hard time. We're not going to talk about the relationship and all that stuff. We're going to leave that alone. That was something that we actually talked about. But the other stuff, it was kind of like, hey, we're going to hit on this, that, and then, yeah, let's do it. But yeah, when that came up, I was kind of like, where is this going? And then that's when I asked about the whole candle thing with Legina. So Legina posted something on her story, and I hate when y'all send me people's stories and shit like that. I posted on her Instagram story, like, rest in peace, mommy. You guys know today is the 22nd anniversary of Aaliyah's passing. And so she had put a dedication post for Aaliyah and said, rest in peace, mommy. Y'all, I don't want to be the bad guy. But that ain't your motherfucking mama! That's not your mama! Y'all, that ain't your mama. That is not your mama. Like, not on Aaliyah's 22nd anniversary of her passing. We're not going to play these games. Not today. That was so January of 2023. Now we don't care. We do not care. I mean, are any of y'all convinced like this is the girl's mama? What's up, Sonia? Are y'all convinced that? Why are we still playing these games? Why? Yes, Winnie, I did yesterday. Thank you for asking about that. Yeah, why are we playing that game again? Why? Why? That is not your mama. Don't like let Aaliyah. Are they ever gonna let Aaliyah rest in peace, y'all? That's what I want to know. Are they gonna let the lady rest in peace? Let her rest in peace. Leave her alone. Stop using Aaliyah for a storyline. Like, you know, a lot of us who grew up in that era grew up watching Aaliyah. It was very traumatic for us. Like, that's one of the reasons why I don't like flying is because of what happened to Aaliyah. You know, I felt like, damn, if that could happen to her, it could happen to me. Like, I don't like heights in general, but excuse me, her passing really put fear in me flying, you know? That's no lie. And so I just think when you playing around saying that's your mama and come on, y'all. Remember she took the DNA test, talking about Legina. She took the DNA test or whatever, and instead of blatantly saying like, no, Aaliyah and R. Kelly is not my damn, I said his name, is not my mom and dad or whatever, she basically was talking about some other shit and never exactly answered the question, like, are you related? Legina, if you're watching and my hands are a little ashy, let me put on some lotion. If you're watching, oh, where the hell is my lotion? Legina, if you're watching right now, please stop it with the storyline about, you know, Aaliyah being your mama. Let that lady rest in peace. We gonna find your new mama. You know, I believe that you can pick whoever you want your mama to be, right? I ain't gonna hold you. I ain't gonna hold you, Legina. Hold on, let me get my lotion, y'all. You want some body? See, that's why I need some body oil. Because I'm out here looking ashy. If I had that body oil, I wouldn't be looking all ashy and shit. Do you want some body oil? Do you want some body oil? Do you want some body? Oh, yes, please hit that like button. Thank you. I turned on my camera. She got her taking strategy from Jag. You can't get mad at her for practicing what she learned. Oh, that's where she got the stories from, Jag. Okay, but no, I mean, before Jag came along, she was already talking about this. You know, Jag got some stories, but I think at least she know that ain't her whatchamacallit, her mama or whatever. You know, y'all. I don't know what to say. I guess continue it. You know, if she want that to be her mama, I'll just say like pick somebody else. You know, somebody else that we can believe. I think that story done dried up. I think she should go to a new sector and say like her mom is, I don't know, her mama is somebody else that we believe. But leave Aaliyah alone. Leave R. Kelly alone. He got his own issues that he need to work out. But saying that's your mom, like, come on now. And yeah, Jag was wrong for entertaining in the first place. She's like, she looked just like the grandma. And now Jag saying she don't believe it. Oh my God. Y'all right. Jag played a huge role in that because if it wasn't for Jag, yeah, she basically gave her validation, you know? She gave her validation. Y'all right about that. Yeah, Jag gave her validation. If Jag didn't do that, then we wouldn't be talking about it right now. We would still, it would have been dead in the water. Like after the first interview, it would have been like, this was something like that we were supposed to laugh about. Like it wasn't, and I hate to be an asshole, but it was. It was the content creator. The content creator that did it, right? Was basically whatchamacallit. How do I put it? They were doing it for shits and giggles. They did not care about nothing about Legina, nothing. They were doing it literally for shits and giggles. But then, you know, the girl said she wanted to reach out to Jaguar and be her friend and all this stuff. And so then that's when the shit got wild and it got crazy. And it was all like, huh? And it became like a storyline. It was never supposed to be a storyline. That was supposed to be something you get your rocks off and then, you know, a passer through. That wasn't supposed to be like a legit story, but somehow it became one. And now Legina's kind of in the story, kind of not in the story. I'm like confused, like, you know, does it have to be? Oh, and I'm gonna drop the link. Wink, wink. I got a notification. Don't worry, I'm gonna drop the link. Anyway, so then, okay, I'm done with Legina. Let's move on from that. So, Kulu had mentioned. Shout out to Kulu. Kulu had mentioned that he was like, "Hey, this dude talking about the former manager is out in Dallas right now, and like, you know, the manager is talking about like, oh, I'm here for some business." He's a failed actor with no agent. Like, what? You ain't got no business being in Dallas, but somehow you in Dallas. His agent, this hotel, and like now, yo, you can't make this shit up. These people is crazy, and they look at me like I'm crazy, but they crazy. So this fool, his agent booked him a room and stuff like that. He in Dallas. He trying to go sit on the blue couch with Real Life Production. First of all, I bet you anything, Real Life Production don't even know who he is, right? But he's saying that he gonna be at Real Life Studio and they gonna sit down and have an interview. Like, what they gonna ask you about? They don't know you. Like, they don't know anything. They don't want to interview you. Like, your storyline of you being the manager, I promise you, they're not interested. They are not interested. You cannot tell them anything they don't know about Jaguar. If anything, they're going to want to talk to people actually connected with Jaguar who sat chill with her, not somebody who was her manager for 30 seconds. What's up, Melanie? What's up, Wendy? They are not going to want to be chilling with you for somebody who was a manager for 33 seconds. Like, they don't care. So anyway, this fool is crazy, the former manager, right? Because remember, he went to the Zeus party and that's where he got his ass beat at. So I hope if he does run into Jag and TJ, I hope they whoop that ass. Just like King Dirty Neck did. King Dirty Neck snatched his phone, slapped him up, gave it to the security guard and was all like, here, get this fool out the party. He almost got kicked out the party, but they felt bad for him because he got slapped up. That's what's supposed to happen. When you approach somebody and we're not cool, do not come, oh, girl, look at it. He was like, oh, girl, he's such a fucking queen. He was like, girl, look, oh, girl, look. He was all, he had the camera zooming up and down all on King Dirty Neck and all like, oh, girl, look at him, girl. Oh, look who I ran into, girl. It was weird. You're a weirdo. You literally stalked him at a party. If you were there to network, that's what you do. Go there to network. You don't go there to harass somebody. And remember, he was all like, yeah, we was all touching and bumping vaginas. Remember, he said him and King Dirty Neck bumped vaginas together and they were rubbing and shit like that. They clitorises together. Y'all don't remember that, but I remember he said they rubbed. I promise you, he said they rubbed. Okay, he didn't say they vaginas, but they got vaginas. They rubbed their vaginas together and was bumping and creating friction and stuff like that. But that's here nor there. Anyway. And then you end up trying to play games and got slapped up. That's what's supposed to happen. Do not come in my face and get slapped up. Like, what are you doing in my city? So if Kulu runs into you or if Jag and TJ run into you and they slap your ass up, that's what happened. You deserve it. You deserve it. You deserve it. Because, like, why are you going somewhere and stalking somebody? Like, leave these people alone. If you done with it and you don't want to have nothing to do with them, then leave them alone. Like, stop being weird, That's fucking weird. Like, leave them alone. Like, so anyway, Kulu, shout out to Kulu, he wants to set up a boxing match. He said if they can gather like 3K, they can put on this boxing match or whatever, right? So I'm down to go to Dallas or, help out any way I can because I definitely want to see this happen, Now, I do know that it had been mentioned about this before. A lot of people say like the YouTube boxing and stuff like that. I think if they're serious about it, I can get them into connections with people that can probably make it happen. But, we got to see if they really about it, I don't want it. Kulu ain't gonna slap nothing but King World. No! And I put up the comment, Melanie, be nice. That's my friend. Y'all don't want me to have no friends. I can't believe Melanie. Melanie. God damn it. I can't believe. Yo. I can't believe, and I put up the comment too because I was like, "Oh, what she said?" Yo, the comments always get me. And I left it up there for a couple of minutes too, because like I gotta read it, right? And I'll be like, wait, what is that? Because have you ever read a comment and you be like, I think I read that wrong. Let me read it again. You want to proofread it before you read it aloud? That was one of them comments. I was like, oh, Jesus. Anyway, did y'all hit that like button? Make sure y'all hit that like. We ain't even at 100 likes. Oh, y'all playing games right now. Hit that. Now, you ain't got to be a member to hit the damn like button or send a super chat, super sticker, or a cash at PayPal. Well, not fuck PayPal. A Zelle. Hold on. Let me give y'all the email address for the Zelle. Hit me up on Zelle so I can buy some Jaguar right. Buy the oil. Need somebody oil. Speaking of singing, so Sunday is the concert, and I need to the shirt that I have is hella glittery, but it looks good underneath the lights and stuff like that. I need to go ahead and get some of that because I know my parents gonna be mad at me. So I need to get the glitter and shit out, real quick while I'm here at the hotel. They can vacuum and stuff like that. So I need to do that while I'm here. The real AT2 at gmail.com. All right. So yeah, so if they really want a box, I think that would be cool. I got my money on Kulu. I really do. Now I know, y'all say Kulu is docile and stuff like that, but you ain't gotta be aggressive. The person that speaks the loudest, the former manager, those are the people who usually get slapped up, So I think y'all need to put a little bit more faith in him. That's my friend. Like y'all don't do him dirty like that. Y'all wrong. Melanie, Melanie, let me time you out. Oh, did I tell you guys? Yeah, I told you guys I unblocked everybody. Yeah. That's why I kind of wanted to control the chat right now because I unblocked everybody and we gotta wait to see what everybody else. But anyway, okay, I'm done with the boxing shit. Let's talk about the lettuce. So I don't know where this came from, but according to the streets, right? The YouTube streets, Jag gave Soular some lettuce. And if y'all don't know what lettuce is, you know how you go to a store and usually you buy a head of lettuce? Wink, wink. You buy a head of lettuce. So she gave him some lettuce. Put the lettuce in the chat, everybody. Go ahead and put that lettuce in the chat. But yeah, the rumor was she gave him some lettuce. Now, I don't know if this is true. Like, if you over here calling this man your nephew and you supposed to be the auntie and stuff like that, I don't know if that's true. And you got to remember they were traveling from Shreveport to Dallas and they ain't showered or nothing. So Jag don't put his dirty, musty balls in her mouth. Like, Jag, did you at least, pour some water on it? I hope she went ahead and poured some water on it before she put it in her mouth. Like, oh, God. Oh, God. I was like, what? Yo, I don't believe that. I don't care what y'all say. Now, because y'all hate Jag, y'all gonna, of course, believe that she gave that man some lettuce. But I do not believe she gave that man any lettuce. I do not. I don't think she did. I just think, no. I think Jag got a little bit more pride than that, Oh, that is some ninja stuff. How about men cheat and act like that is their cousin? She a whole man in that relationship. That fentanyl weed make you do some crap. You think the fentanyl weed? Yo, not the fentanyl weed made her do it. Hey, now if there was the fentanyl weed, with Bobby, it possibly could have made her do it. Wow. I just thought about the fentanyl weed, y'all. That probably made her do it. Ooh. And then again, Jag has said nothing but nice things about Solar. I don't know why he has came back into the picture and stuff like that. I really don't know. I don't know why he has came back in the picture and like wanting to drag Jag and bring her down. I still haven't heard her say anything bad. She doesn't talk about how he's not a good father, and I haven't heard her say anything. So for him to come out of nowhere and now all of a sudden wants to drag her and say that she gave him lettuce, and oh God. He trying to get another storyline, y'all. Because let's be honest, we haven't cared about the cult people over on this side, right? We haven't really cared. I know, Kulu, King World, they still cover the cult and stuff like that, but we haven't cared on our end. Right. And so this is where more of the money is at, and he'll get more attention and shit like that. So he wants to come over here and, I don't know. According to Vanessa Williams, oh yeah, remember I asked her about that? She said she don't know if he is living there or not. He must have smoked the tampon fentanyl weed too. Yo, that's probably what happened. But yeah, I don't know if he's living with OKP or not. If anything, more power to you. Free rent. You just gotta have oh God. Oh God. That's like doing it with the former manager. Just gross. Oh God. Make me want to throw up in my mouth. What was the other thing, y'all? What else did I put? Oh, let's go ahead and talk about the whole. So I put TJ swollen up because you can't really use BEAT. You can't really use that word. I learned that in the title. Even if you try to edit it, don't use the word BEAT. So TJ swollen up. So people keep playing like old recordings of them fighting and stuff like that. Whenever I have been on the phone with them, it's like little petty arguments, but it's nothing like, oh shit, like they're swinging. I haven't heard like commotion in the background of anybody throwing or doing anything. So for me, all I can say is that I have not seen it myself. I'm not going to say yes or no. I have not seen it myself, so I would never put something out there, But, has Jag beat up on Goomba and they beat up each other? Yes, it's in her history. So I can't be a fool and be like, oh, no, that would never happen. But for me, all I can say is that I have not seen that. Now, I did get get something in my email, and I asked about it, and I didn't really get an answer, yes or no. So I'm kind of like, But again, that's here nor there. I'm not going to say what it was, but they know. I got something in my email and I asked about it. It was kind of just played off like it was nothing. So I was like, all right, whatever. So, but I haven't seen anything, so I can't speak on, I can't speak on it and say, oh yeah, I know they do this and that. Can I see it possibly happening? Yeah, but I can't say they have. What I'm listening to or what I'm hearing is that people are playing like old recorded phone calls and shit like that. That's what I'm hearing. I'm not hearing anything current. See you playing us. How am I playing y'all? I ain't playing. So for my members, I did play this call with Dee Dee. As you guys know, Jag went ahead and played it on her own, right? She played the call. And, there was like a full call where she got to ask her about like, oh, why you saying I'm dirty and this, and you see my kitty cat, da 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 da. I guess her and Dee Dee never even have had sex before. But here was a call that she had. I didn't play it on that show, and I'm glad I didn't because on the initial one with TJ and Jag, I'm glad I didn't because of the way things turned out. But I'm going to go ahead and play you guys what I had. Here you go.
Hello.
What's up, Jag? What you got going?
Dee Dee.
I miss you.
No, you don't. You got a new girlfriend. Her name is Danny Robinson. Your girlfriend named Danny Robinson. Huh?
You wanna do me a favor real quick?
No, I ain't got time for no favors. I got a bunch of shit going on. What's up? Did you call to talk to me or did you call to ask me for a favor?
I talk to you. I want you to text my mom and tell her to put $50 on that girl Dexter Litcher Hines. Dexter, I ain't never told you her name. Hey, write the name down. I want you to text her. I think she at work or something.
Baby, could you do me a favor? Could you just write this down? Hand me a pen and paper so I can write it down myself. Hold on a second. Let me get a pen and paper. I'm gonna send it to your mama. You already know I'm gonna do that.
All right.
I gotta call Miss Sarah. I haven't talked to her in a minute. What's the name? Dee Dee?
Hold on. I'm trying to. I'm here.
Good. You still in D-Seg or you out?
You say what?
You still in D-Seg or you out?
Yeah, I'm still on D-Seg. I got my home putting $50 on this girl here for. I got on D-Seg tonight, 12 o'clock tonight. Yeah. Shit else, man. But look though, try to call my mama on freeway real quick. Call on freeway.
I'm not Dee Dee. No. I need to talk to you before. I will call your mother, but you gonna speak to me first. Listen to me. Listen to me. Danny Robinson is running you fucking up. That bitch ain't no good, and she's
We don't talk about all this, but call my mama real quick for me, man.
Fine. You know what? I'm trying to tell you. You don't want to listen. That fucking bitch. Hold on. I'm calling your mama. Shit, what happened? No, I haven't. You gonna stop working my nerves. Hold on. Can you hold on? Shit,
I'm sorry, the person you are trying to reach has a voicemail box that has not been set up yet. Please try your call again later. Goodbye.
Hello.
Shane, answer. This bitch hangs up. Yeah, because she's playing in my shit.
Yo, Dee Dee cracked me up because every time Jack press her about something, she hang up the phone immediately. That's some shit I do. You know that's how you know she a real ninja, because only real ninjas do that. Ooh, and look who we have here, the woman of the hour. And no, it's not Dee Dee. Welcome, Jaguar, right?
Hey, what's going on, AT2?
How you doing?
Hell, I'm sitting here listening to this damn call. And I'm like, this little bitch was playing with me all summer long.
Yeah, and so that was before you had the conversation that you had posted. But like, you've been trying that. Like, how long have you been trying to ask her about what's going on?
That was the phone call that I sent you before she called during your live.
Mm-hmm.
Which is why I answered it, because I'm like, you gonna stop playing these motherfucking games. We need to talk.
Right.
And that's why I got mad at TJ, because I'm like, I'm trying to get this heifer on the phone because I need the information. Like, I don't think people really understand what an information hoarder I am. Like, you know me, AT2. When I get into something, I gotta know it from beginning to end, from front to back. Who called you? Who told you where the money was? The bag man, all that shit.
Right.
So Dee Dee been known I'm in a relationship. She been known. She knew before Danny Robinson told her, but she pretended like she didn't because she was trying to get Danny's confidence so Danny would keep putting money on her books. I told Dee Dee before I left jail, if any bloggers come to you offering you real money, have them send it to your mama and bond out. I said, I don't care what you tell them. Just don't make no fool of me. Tell them whatever the fuck they want to hear. Get that bread, but get out of jail.
Right.
So essentially, I'm not upset that she was running that hustle because I left her that option. But when you start lying, saying things about my body, things about me, like, and then when she started coming up with that whole, I was flashing my body, my naked body, so she would protect me from people. I'm like, bitch, you
Yeah.
fucking lied.
You know, that was the crazy part. It's all like, go ahead and say whatever you want to, but the lies, that's what you were more upset. And here's the thing, too. Like, how's she going to have a phone conversation with somebody else? But yeah, she's calling you to help her out and shit. Like, that was the problem that I had an issue with, because it's all like, that's that fake stuff. You know, that was like somebody had did something to me recently, and then they wanted to come back and be cool. I'm all like, nah, we can't be cool after you disrespected me like that. That's no.
See, this is the problem. I don't like to talk about Dee Dee's situation because I don't want her to get in trouble. But she's in trouble. She's in big trouble. And if she keeps fucking around with this blog shit, it's fucked up. Because see, what she don't realize is when they realize that she ain't content anymore and that it's not getting them clicks and views anymore, they're gonna burn her. And she done told Danny Robinson all her business. She told her about her arrest. She told her about things that if it gets sent to the district attorney's office, it will tank her.
Do you think she was telling her secrets?
Oh, I'm gonna put it to you this way. Dee Dee was already on probation for a gun charge. She has about 5 different domestic violence jackets on her record. And she's in jail now for violation of her probation for being around firearms. In fucking Louisiana, which is extremely unforgiving. They want you to be a guest of the state for as long as they can have you. So this is the thing. She's sitting here fighting, trying to convince the DA and them to drop all of this so she can go back on probation by saying that, hey, she's a law-abiding citizen. It was an accident. She didn't know she was around a firearm. She was set up, blah, 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 blah. That's what she's trying to tell it. But let one of these DAs go and look at one of Danny Robinson's chat when they're sitting there talking about how they going to bond Dee Dee out so she can kill TJ and so she can hurt me or take me away from TJ. Like, y'all make her sound violent. And then... What? Yes, and then Danny Robinson posted pictures from her social media because she hacked into her social media, got all her pictures. Yes, pictures of her with guns. Danny Robinson has a whole members only live of nothing but the Candace's pictures from her Facebook, from her Instagram, pictures of her.
How do you know she didn't get that willingly? Because I thought you said they were girlfriend and girlfriend now.
Dee Dee in jail. How's she gonna give it to her?
Like, she could tell her, like, hey, this is my social media, look it up, and then she can get the pictures.
Yes, but all of Dee Dee's accounts was private.
So you're saying that she hacked into it and then got the...
How in God's name can Dee Dee from jail accept a friend request from a blogger?
I thought they had Facebook in jail. Or she didn't do it on JTown?
No, we got tablets, ain't no social media.
So you can't get on Facebook in jail. I don't know. I've never been locked up. Okay.
Yeah, maybe in the penitentiary, but definitely not in county jail. Those are 2 completely different living conditions. See, when you in the penitentiary, you in the penitentiary. Dee Dee is in a parish. She's in a parish max. So this is all where you live before you get your state number and go away. So it's not the same kind of accommodations. County jail is much harder than penitentiary. Penitentiary is more like real life. County jail is made to make it hard for you so you'll want to ask for a deal because you don't want to stay there no more. So ain't none of them little comforts. And it's just funny to me because y'all sitting here willing, and I don't want to disclaim, but Dee Dee does have a mental health diagnosis. She does.
Jay, shut up.
No, I lied to you not. I'm the one that talked her into taking her meds in jail. So it's like you're sitting here playing with someone who has a mental health diagnosis, who does have a history with a violent record on it, being held on a probation violation for a gun charge, and you got this chick running her mouth, and she's taking everything that Dee Dee say, and she's playing it for her audience, for clicks and views.
So Danny is taking advantage of a mental health patient, basically.
Yes.
No,
And of
wait,
course,
does people know she crazy though? Like we can't just be saying the
I
lady
haven't
crazy.
listen to me. I haven't told anybody because I didn't want to embarrass her and her family.
Mm-hmm.
But see, I lived with her every day for 25 days. After she made it out of isolation from coming out the suicide tank, because they had her in the suicide tank for like a week and a half after they tased her in the neck, had her in that yellow bumblebee dress going crazy.
So you guys did actually meet, because I thought y'all only talked through the cell or the window.
I mean, no,
Hey,
when she got out of isolation, I was still in D-State. But when they would open up the door, she would come across the floor and she would stand at my door. We would talk at my hole.
Okay. So y'all never were intimate with each other because like y'all
I was
never
never allowed to be around any inmate the entire time I was there. I never got to eat with nobody else. I never got to shower with nobody else. I was only let out of my cell 10 times in 25 days. And the last 3 times I was out for an hour, but before that it was only 30 minutes.
Now, Jack, I want to go back to something because I thought you were anti-medicine. Like, so you don't want to take the medicine.
I'm very much so not in favor of Western psych meds, but some niggas need that shit.
Okay, so it's okay for her to take it, but
I'm gonna put it to you this way: when a nigga comes up to you smoking a fake cigarette that they made out of paper, and they just sitting there smoking on the paper, talking about they Jones and then sitting there, you know, like Dee Dee hella paranoid. She hella paranoid.
Wait, but aren't you a little paranoid too?
Well, no, I wouldn't call what I am paranoid because motherfuckers really are trying to get me. Like, you know, like, you know? I'm just saying. Is it really paranoid when you have people like not flying halfway across the country? Like,
yo, let's talk about it. So the former manager flew into town and he's saying, oh, I'm not here for Jag and TJ, but he's literally there. Like, are you worried about your safety, Jag? I do want to ask a serious question.
I'm in Texas.
So you're not worried that he's gonna be like, look at Jag, I'm gonna take a picture with Jag. You ain't worried that he's gonna try to do that and try to be your friend?
What he needs to be more concerned with is the fact that he was stupid enough to post what hotel he's staying in and what part of town he's in. And he's also stupid enough to make the mistake of believing that I don't have people down here that cut for me. And he's also stupid enough to believe that ain't nobody gonna run up on him and rob him. Maybe I should remind our former channel manager who did nothing but sabotage our channel. Maybe I ought to remind him that this is where Lil Bootsy got popped at the Mo3 funeral.
Jag, you don't think he gonna get popped, right?
I'm gonna tell you this right now. He's sweet. He's sweeter than honey bun. And just as gushy. And these little country niggas down here will see that as a snack. Like, he's lucky he's not in Houston.
Gushy?
He gushy. He gushy.
Oh my God.
He like them fruit gushes, you know. All you gotta do is add a little pressure. Next thing you know, pop, a burst of something come out.
You know, you said you had a video of him, right? From Calabasas. Like, what was that?
There is a video of him in Calabasas trying to get a little casting call going on. And I tell you one thing, what I really think he should do is forget the film that he's working on, and he should do a recreation of Boogie Nights. And he can play Mark Wahlberg's character. He can be the Black Dirt Diggler.
Oh my God. So you're not worried about running into him or anything. What do you think about Kulu in the whole boxing match? Thank you, Mr. Alien Fan.
I'll be there.
Oh, you'll be there. Okay. I'm gonna come too.
Why would I miss that?
Right. I mean, shit. I'm gonna be there, so yeah, I ain't missing that. Now,
What?
I really think that he probably ain't gonna show up, or he don't want that real smoke again. This is the same fool who got slapped up by King Dirtiness.
What? Listen to me. I seen it. All I say is I have seen images of this man folded over like a Japanese ham sandwich.
Wait, let me look up a Japanese ham sandwich.
that nigga hide the salami for real. Make a sandwich disappear. Woo, spicy.
Oh my God.
Don't fuck with a bitch like me. Don't fuck with a bitch like me. Because I know people everywhere. And his non-existent Clubhouse career, chasing around some of my very close associates who he tried to dox today. And I never said who it was. I guess he was paranoid.
Wow.
Oh, I must have struck a nerve because I never said anybody's name. All I said is that I had an associate from Clubhouse. I asked that associate if they had any knowledge of the former channel manager. They said yes. They told me the truth about a few things. And we said that we would have an open conversation about it on my Instagram page. But I believe that my associate was busy. And as you see, this is how much I protect this person's identity in my life, because you have yet to hear me say a name or a gender. All I can say is my associate. But for whatever reason, the former channel manager just believed there happened to be one person. I never said a name. I guess you a little paranoid. Ooh, you trying to figure out who it is?
Now, do you feel bad for like throwing the what's her name? I don't really care for her because she was involved with the whole contacting my family shit, but esoteric, like
she contacted your family.
I'll tell you on the phone. But anyway, she was involved with all that shit, right?
Oh, well,
so I don't really care nothing about her.
She needs to be more concerned with how off and unhinged both that man I'm legally married to and the former manager are, because they're very upset, and both of them are upset with her.
Oh.
Very upset with her.
So she's really not dealing with them, or are you just throwing that out there to like
I'm
try
gonna put
to?
it to you this way. I saw a text message between her and my husband that was as recent as today, and he's very upset, and apparently called, left a voice message, did all kind of screaming, hollering, and yelling. She said he sounded like he was unhinged and very, but I know what my husband sounds like when he's afraid and angry, which means he's getting high, which means he's capable of doing anything. And he's also very upset with Knock Knock. And Knock Knock keep talking about he gonna go over Dirty Nikki house to kick it with Dirty Nikki. Y'all already know. My husband know exactly where Dirty Nikki is. Personally, I think it's a trap. I think he's trying to redo what he did at Zeus Network here in Dallas. Unfortunately, this is Texas. You will get shot playing these kind of games. You can't play these kind of games here with country boys and lots of dirt roads.
Do you think that secretly they always were partnered up? Talking about Goomba
they catfished that girl. They catfished her.
What do you mean by that, catfished her?
It was my husband that introduced her to Not Not. My husband slid in her DMs, and then she responded because she was interested in Jaguar Wright's husband. Then the next thing you know, my husband finessed it and introduced her to Not Not and said that she needed to get involved and blah, 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 because she had a couple of dollars. They squeezed 25 grand out of her.
Wait, 25 grand?
25 grand they got out of her.
What? Hold on, I want to be her friend now. Hold on, I apologize.
She paid for all of that studio shit. And that's
wow. So wait, so they were supposed to originally so was she supposed to be in a relationship with Gupta?
Yeah.
So she was
And
gonna
then
rub him down with that body oil.
my body oils at that. And the thing that tripped me out was we was on the phone and I'm like, you do realize you spent $25,000 investing into a platform that went nowhere. And the only reason that it went somewhere was because of me. So do you got my money? Because I just made your investment viable again.
Wow.
Because it wasn't your money that did it. But she say she got a contract on him. I just don't know how that's gonna go because this is a nigga that likes playing lawyer. He gonna find 80 million ways to make sure she'll never get that money back.
Not like playing lawyer.
He do.
Ooh.
He gonna
Ooh.
find a loophole. He ain't getting that money. He ain't getting that money back.
Oh my God.
They catfished her good.
So Jack, let me ask you. I'm gonna switch for a minute. Let me ask you. So, is it true that you gave Soular some lettuce?
God no. And I don't know why people keep saying I never touched that boy.
Yeah, because they
only
didn't
thing
say
me and that-
sex. They said specifically lettuce.
No. Like it's absolutely ridiculous. And it pisses me off that Courtney's allowing this to go down like this because all we talked about was him being madly in love with Velvet. All we talked about was him and what he needed to do to get himself together so that he could receive her back into his life because he desperately wanted to be with her. Like, I took him to Victoria's Secrets with me and I bought a bunch of like body sprays and they had like the rose petal body spray. And I
Did
was
you
like,
buy some body oil?
well, I bought it for him to send to Velvet.
Oh, okay.
Like I got him, because he didn't have any money when he came with us. So I'm like, you know what? I'm buying some stuff for myself. You know, how about you get something special for her? Like, start doing things to show her that she's always on your mind. And like he would go when we would get back to the hotel room and he took all of the gifts that we got for her and he took pictures of it and was like, see, even Jag believes in us. She believes in us. Like we had a 2-bedroom suite. So his bedroom was on one side. Me and my husband was on the other side. We had the living room, the kitchen, and the terrace in the
y'all
middle.
were paying for everything.
Yeah.
I remember that.
Yeah. So it was like, if what you really want to do is get this woman back. I was like, I'd rather her be with you than be with Eligio. So I'm going to help you get your love back. And then, you know, my husband got upset. Oh, that bitch want his clout. She only want to be around now because you in the picture and she trying to get clout off of us and fuck her and all her dry milk. And me and him used to argue. I'm like, stop running down on her. This is the woman that he loves. This is the woman that he loves. You don't like nobody telling you all kinds of crazy shit about loving me. Stop telling him who to love. And that's where the argument came between me and him. Because I'm like, you more worried about what he over there doing on the other side of the hotel room with Velvet than you are worried about your own motherfucking relationship. Your own motherfucking relationship has got issues. Keep their relationship out your mouth. And that was when he and I first started arguing. So I find it funny that Courtney can just sit there and pretend like all of this shit that he's saying is cool when I was nothing more than an Annie to him. And the people that he did flirt with in Louisiana while we were in Louisiana were friends of mine. They were like, ooh, is he single? You know what I'm saying? So it's like the simple fact that you making all of this stuff up or even just letting people run with these narratives.
Right.
Clearly it's all for money and a click and a view. And I'm never saying nothing bad about that boy. And I'm not going to say nothing bad about him now because I honestly believe he's teeter-tottering on the brink of sanity. I think the Stockholm syndrome has taken over completely. And I don't think he's making the right choices. And to go through all that you went through and then for Velvet to finally get pregnant, like I was there, even though he wasn't there. I was with Velvet when she took the test. I was one of the first people to find out that she was pregnant by Courtney. And I rubbed her tummy and I'm just like, how the fuck is you letting these stories run around while she's pregnant with your baby? Like, something ain't right with the buttermilk. And if he over there with Michael Braggs, 9 times out of 10, he high on dolphins and the cocaine. You know, anything's possible when you get them dolphins and them cocaines. For all I know, they on ketamine, numbing it up so they can go all night. Because one thing I can tell you, I do know about Michael Braggs, he makes his guests work.
Oh my God.
Don't nobody get free room and board over there. You got to earn your keep in the Braggs home.
Oh my God. So you think like he gotta put out or get out?
Yeah.
No,
What else could he
I
possibly
can't
have
say
to
you wrong
offer?
about that. Ain't nobody gonna be staying for free. So I mean,
What else
yeah.
could he possibly have to offer? You ain't got no content to give, at least not nothing that's based on anything true.
Mm.
And there's nowhere for that storyline to go. And at the end of the day, all roads lead back to Velvet and Janae and them babies. And there's nothing that the pituation, because that place is the pits over there. There's nothing that the pituation can do to help
I
you.
just realized what you were saying. The pituation.
Because it's the pits.
Oh
The
my
pit of
God.
hell.
I want to also clear up something too. Where is all this disease talk coming from?
Probably from people who have it. Projection is a hoe.
Okay. Yeah, because those are like, where all this shit come from?
Listen
Like,
to me. If everything that they're trying to say is true, and that I contracted the bumpity bumps from giving lettuce to Courtney, then that would mean that I would have it on my mouth. And as much as you see me and TJ kiss publicly, something would have blown up on her face by now.
let me go get a blood test because I need to make sure I'm good.
No, I'm just
Everybody
saying.
out there, please go get tested. But
If it wasn't intercourse and it was just the lettuce, and I contracted it as much as I kissed TJ, you don't think her face would have been blown up by now? And we're active.
Right. So did you ever kiss him at least?
No.
Or no? Okay.
Never.
So there was no
I'll never
physical
forget
contact at all.
One day he was crying about Velvet, and I hugged him and I told him, and I said, let me pray with you. And we prayed, we made prayer. And I said, she's gonna come back to you. Like that's why I'm like, this is desperation. This is desperation. And if you got it that bad, if you that bad off, that you got to go lay up under that greasy nickel. All that sweat. Just sweat.
Not all that sweat.
Just a pumping and a sweating. Just... How can I be mad at him? I can only feel sorry for him, you know? He like one of the lost boys that got kicked out of the group home, who can't go home because he gay, you know? Like, he living in that situation right now.
Now, I know I had mentioned before, I was on the last time we spoke, like, have you tried to call him? You said that you did, but he didn't answer, right?
I called him, he left me a voice clip. He talked like everything was okay. It was on the 15th of August. I called him back, and then when I went to go play the voice clip again to see if I missed something or if I didn't understand it, he erased it. But it was a positive message. Right. And then the next thing I know, you talking crap about me on lituation.
Wow. don't you feel like y'all could have made more money together than him trying to go against you? I mean, he could have came
Well,
back and been a part of the storyline as a
the problem
help.
with him, the problem with him is that he wants to be the boss. He wants to run everything, and he's highly focused on money. I'm more focused on art. I asked him 6 months ago to have the theme song for Welcome to the Circus finished, mixed, and mastered. All the vocals was done. He still ain't completed it yet. And everybody told me that he wasn't going to complete it. And my thing is if you really wanted to work with me, why wouldn't you have turned that over? Why wouldn't you? You done been to Mexico and back to the moon and around the stars again. And that work is still ain't done. But you got time to talk fly about me. On the Pituation Network.
Yeah, it's very strange, and and I know you're used to it, like people just talking about you just because.
I'm used to people turning on me for a buck and a dime.
But
I'm
someone who was just so like you spoke so highly of to do it is just very weird.
No, because it's not like he the first person. It's just I've come. I guess the reason why I'm not so upset about it is just I come to understand a really basic principle in life. Desperate people do desperate things.
Is it true that your family is going to be sitting on the blue couch, or is that just a rumor?
That's what we keep hearing, but that came from the Japanese ham sandwich. So his credibility is.
Right, because he said he gonna sit on the blue couch, and I was like, now I can see it like that. He was like, "Hey, I got the perfect cleaning technique to clean the blue sofa," but I can't imagine him sitting on the blue sofa. Like,
well, the thing is the only thing that really makes it the blue sofa is me at this point. I'm the only person with a 2 million view video that sat on that blue sofa.
That is true. I did look at that. You are the highest viewed video on there.
Period.
But Jag, you don't think like maybe y'all can create that magic again, or are you totally done?
Why would I do that for a bunch of backstabbing, ungrateful motherfuckers that will do anything and work with anybody to fuck me over so that they can try to create some kind of something so that they don't have to let go of the money? They cheap as fuck. Number one, you got 5 grown ass niggas all living off of the same YouTube check. Everybody wants to have a Porsche. Everybody wants to have a Range Rover. They all want to do the Dallas and fake it till you make it shit. But the truth is, with the kind of money that they supposed to have coming in, it ain't breaking down the way it's supposed to. And now with YouTube going up on their partnership revenue up to about 45%, all depending on what the tax structure is that they got there, that's a whole lot of money to cut 5 ways.
Right. So I know you said with Goomba it was a surprise, but what other interviews were you like, whoa,
all
like
of
why? All of it.
They didn't.
Okay.
I'm the one that pressed for the Tokyo Tony interview, and they didn't even tell me that she accepted. They started going behind my back and using the context that I handed them real heavy-handed. And I'm like, y'all gonna have to give me some kind of commission, because between me and everything that I brought to you, y'all are about to collect $3.5 million worth of views. You should at least kick me back $10,000.
So you never got anything from them? Because I heard a rumor that you got $2,500.
They gave me a little bit of cash here and a little bit of cash there, and they nickel and dime me here and they nickel and dime me there. But I can tell you right now, in all of the years that I've known them and worked with them, I haven't received $5,000 from them. And we're talking about with 6 million views of content in total. 6 million views, and you can't give me 10 racks? Nigga.
Now, do you think because they thought they were helping you like produce some other content and stuff like that, maybe they thought it was a trade-off?
The agreement was supposed to have been that they would produce the podcast and help me develop my YouTube channel, and we would work together in tandem, and I would continue to get them talent.
Right.
Talent that they couldn't get their hands on. Fair exchange is no robbery. I wasn't worried about it because all of my content was going on Philadelphia TV network, and that's where I was making my bank anyway. So I wasn't sweating the money. I just wanted to build up the association because there were some big endowments that we could have been on the block for this year if we had worked together. And then we get that big check and then everybody skyrockets, right? I'm all about putting in the grind, the work, and the hustle. But these motherfuckers was just busy trying to sit around trying to find a way to fake it till they make it and use me to do it. But then it got to the point where they didn't want to give me credit for what I was doing because they didn't want anybody to think that it was me running their platform. You feel what I'm saying? So it's all real cocky, all a lot of ego, all a lot of this, all a lot of that. But after they sat down with butt naked, I'll never sit on that couch again. That couch is dead. That is dead. I'll never sit on that couch again.
Like, did you feel like, did you actually watch it or no?
Fuck no. What the fuck would I watch it for? The bitch is a liar and a fraud.
Okay.
That's like me sitting down watching a Trump speech. Fuck I want to do that for?
Right. And yeah, for me, like, I don't watch every hate video about me because, yeah. So you're right. You like, why would I watch something if it's not going to be positive towards me or something that I know is going to be bullshit?
Positive towards me. It's greasy altogether because the only reason they know that bitch is because of me. I introduced them.
And it goes back to these are all your connects that you put in front of. Okay. You got a point with that one. Okay.
And y'all think
do you think they were trying to be malicious though? Because honestly, I think they
considering that they encouraged my husband to gaslight me and blow up my car. Yeah, I do think they have the ability to be malicious.
They did say on the last interview before you had got there, because you had got to the interview late, they said that they love you.
No, they love what I do for them. They don't fucking love me. If they love me, they would have put money on my books. They would have came to visit me when I was right around the corner in jail at Loose Sterrett. They would have sat there. They would have came to the hospital. They would have sent me some flowers. They would have done something after everything I fucking done for them. They don't give no fuck about me. They give a fuck about what I do for them. And I ain't doing it no more, which is why I'm going to make sure that they don't ever get another million fucking view video ever again. Because when I finish ripping Charleston White a whole new asshole and I make him persona non grata, y'all ain't gonna have nobody that make million view videos on that motherfucking couch. Bitch! Fuck out of here.
Wow, so you really coming for Charleston White?
Oh, absolutely.
You know he's supposed to be fighting this weekend in Arizona, right?
Fuck that little one-eyed freak. Fuck around with me, make me pop that Sammy Davis Jr. out his motherfucking head. They want to talk about my TJ. Both my TJ I work.
Honestly, don't care what you say about him. Like, he's not a good person. Like, he's
a terrible person. On top of that, he's a whole motherfucking fed.
You did say that he was the DJ Vlad.
Yes, of DFW.
Oh my God.
You sit down with that nigga if you want to, you're going to end up with a case. That's all right. I'm going to help him get out of character.
Supposed to be working on like a podcast together, you and Charleston White?
Yeah, he was supposed to be coming to be a part of Keep It a Bean. But when I mentioned Tasha K, he got scared.
Yeah, because I know him and Tasha were going to do an interview and then they had some kind of falling out. And then when I heard...
There was an ego fest, and then Tasha did what Tasha do. And this is the only thing that Tasha had done that made me say, you know what? I like her a little bit, just a little bit. In hell, I like her just a little bit. This bitch went and found two of his young Johns. One of them was 27, the other one was 29. And they was country thick and country fit Texas girls, young girls. Now, see, his wife, who he's married to, was like 80 million pounds. So he got her the gastric. So she still got to deal with all the skin and stuff like this. You know what I'm saying? So meanwhile, he's sitting here banging these young country Johns and, you know, dating and doing all of this stuff. So Tasha went and interviewed the mistresses. But she didn't air it. She didn't air it. She didn't put it up on her
Yeah, I don't
website.
remember that. That's also like, when did this happen?
I'm gonna tell you what she did with the 2 interviews. She took the 2 interviews, tracked down his wife, and played them for his wife, and asked his wife if she wanted to interview with her. Cold-blooded.
Wow.
Cold-blooded. And so now, you know, Charleston White wife got him on a short leash. That nigga got to turn over damn near all his bread when he come home.
Hold on, Jag. I gotta block my first person because they're saying, again, any comments about me, you will be blocked. I actually unblock. Y'all inspired me to unblock everybody, but somebody said something ignorant, so they had to get blocked.
Well, that's
Keep
okay.
going, I'm sorry.
Start fresh. Shit. But yeah. So my thing is, I know for a fact from everybody that I know that toured with him in the comedy world, because I think people keep forgetting I got deep roots in comedy. Some of the greatest comedians in the world are my very good friends and have been for many years. So, I mean, you know that. I bought you a ticket to Lunel. You just didn't go. Which I understand now at this point in time because, you know, I get it. I was trying to bridge a gap, and like I told you, I'm minding my business from here on out. I ain't getting in no grown nigga shit.
Yeah. You know, at the time, like, I was just all like, hey, like, this guy had said some shit about me, and I was all like, no, like, why would I be there? Like, it'll be different if you guys were there because y'all were supposed to be there, but y'all wasn't there. So I'm like, I'm not gonna be there with this.
Some shit popped off, and we was told we needed to lay low from Vegas.
Mm-hmm.
That's the only reason we didn't come. So I wasn't upset. I mean, that day I lost like $500 on tickets and shit. For the people that didn't come, because I had a ticket for you, for Sherelle and Perry.
Oh, I didn't know they were supposed to go too.
Yeah, I invited them. Yeah.
Oh,
so,
wow.
I lost money, and I paid for Michael.
Oh, Jag, your phone went out.
All of that.
Your phone went out. You said you paid for Michael Bragg's?
Yeah, for his plane ticket to get there and back, because he ain't have enough money to make it, because I had already bought the ticket, and he said he was going, and then he said he ain't had no money at the last minute. So I sent him the money. I ain't want him to miss the show. So it's like shit like that.
Come out. It hasn't been like just one-sided.
Oh, absolutely. And the truth is, as much money as he's made off of my content, he should have done more for me.
Do you feel that his channel is actually probably your channel?
I think all of them niggas who built their catalog up off of me is my channel. Which is why that they mad that I'm sitting with other people, new, fresher people with more talent, with more of this and with more of that. Because if I could do it for you, nigga, I can do it for anybody.
It does seem once you sit with other people, it all goes south. That is true. But like nobody can control Jag. That's the thing.
Shit, I have a hard enough time controlling me, my damn self.
Exactly. And while you here, let me go ahead and explain, because some people are like, AT2, you said that she shouldn't go on people's panel. No, this is what I meant by that. Yes, I did say that, but Jag understood that I was saying like, hey, like don't go into the alligator's pit with certain people and you know how it's going to turn out. And then you can't be mad when the shit goes south because you basically asked for it. That's what I was saying.
And I get that. And guess what? I wish I gave a fuck, but I don't.
Right. Jag understood what I was saying. Like, come on. Like, people be putting more on it.
But everything that I do for a reason. Just like today, I stopped over to that British chick channel today, and she was running down on TJ trying to paint TJ.
Wait, you went to Messi's channel again?
Oh, you haven't seen the clip?
No, was it 8 hours again? Because I ain't watching the whole 8 hours.
No. I stopped in the chat. She was still reviewing the second fight like it was new content today, right? So I come in and I'm like, you trying to rewrite history, trying to paint Teach as a pedo, and I come up there and I get in the chat, and next thing I know, here come a fake Jag. And the fake Jag and me is in the chat at the same time. And I keep saying,
my chat too.
And I kept saying in the chat, that's the fake Jag. That's the fake Jag. And then they blocked me. and let the fake Jag stay. So
Wait,
I
so
said,
you got blocked, but the fake Jag didn't get blocked.
right. And then wait a minute though. So then I kept saying, then we got on TJ and went in the chat and was like, yo, drop the link and tell the fake Jag to come up and cam up. Fake Jag disappears. So as intelligent as I am, I hit the link on TJ, the T&J channel, and on the Jaguar Wright Johnson channel. And I went live on both at the same time. It said, bitch, this is the real motherfucking me. You gonna sit here and let impersonation go on in my motherfucking face? I said, tell that what the fuck you got going on? I said, I'm reporting this video for impersonation. I said, because I believe you the one that's running this fake Jag. Because for whatever reason, you couldn't go and check and see that I was the real account. You gonna block the real one, leave the fake, and the fake one up there. Drop the link. Drop the link.
Yeah, they do say that a lot. Drop the link. Yeah.
And I'm like, bitch, then hit it.
Oh,
I wore her British ass out. I said, you with your real lying ass.
So did the conversation end good or did it end bad?
I left. Well, actually,
you
she
left.
dropped
Okay.
me down when I started cussing her out.
Oh.
But
and then you left after she
yeah, and then I left.
Oh my God, that is hilarious.
Yeah.
But, okay, so are you gonna keep clicking on Messi's link or no?
God, no, not after the day, but I'm glad I did show the hell up because I got to figure out where that fake Jag was coming from. And then we also discovered that there's a fake T&J. They showed up in the chat.
Oh, there's a fake T&J now. I haven't seen that.
No, if you look at the shorts that I posted on the Jaguar Wright Johnson page, you'll see it. I'll be like, babe, there's a fake T&J now. Wow. And they was in the chat talking about leave the fake Jag alone, the fake Jag all right. Like it was real wild up in there.
You gotta love it. So, okay. So I wanted to ask you real quick. So how come your channel isn't monetized yet, the Jaguar Wright Johnson channel?
Well, I am monetizing it and I'm about to get that going, but I wanted to wait because I know I'm still gonna have to send off for the pin and do all of that. And we're trying to just get TJ sorted away. But for whatever reason, I keep having issues when I go into the studio and I click earn and then it says get started. It doesn't go anywhere. It won't let me do it. I don't know what's wrong.
Ooh.
But every time I'm going in to click it, and then TJ was like, sometimes you got to click and you got to wait for them to send the email. But I never got the email regarding it.
Do you have any strikes on your channel?
Not that I know of. But is this a conversation that maybe we can have?
Oh, yeah, we can have behind the scenes. Yeah. Because also, like, yeah, TJ should be monetized and you should be monetized. Make that money. I'm never going to stop anybody from making money.
Well, the truth is, between the both of our channels, and now that TJ's channel is finally growing again, since not retired and quit, and then got fired. I never seen somebody leave the same job that many times in 1 week.
Right, because he was trying to hold on to you. He's like, really, he's so prideful. He can't just say like, "Damn, I messed up." Like that's one of his issues. We might have to have this conversation behind the membership.
That's what I love about him, though. He's so predictable. The one thing about him that he can't control is his ego. And all you got to do is poke in the right direction and it all falls apart. See, I love predictability. I do. And more than that, I love vanity. And he's very vain. So when his ego gets kicking in, it's because he's trying to protect his vanity. And that's actually his Achilles heel. What he didn't realize is that I spotted that from the top and I was just waiting for him. I was just waiting for him. I was just waiting for. See, that's the beautiful thing about human nature. If you really pay attention to it, all you got to do is look at what makes somebody tick and then just feed that motherfucking monster until that pussy come out.
And you said you made a move and you didn't say what kind of move it was, but this was the move you were making, right?
Ooh, spicy.
You gotta love it. You gotta love it. I can appreciate it. I can.
See, that's the issue. That's the real issue with people. They don't understand that there's a method to my madness. Everything I do is calculated. I don't make a move without thinking of the last move first.
Mm-hmm.
If I'm making a move, you best believe my backup plan got a backup plan. I study human nature. I study human behavior. Why is it that every time I go live, Docs Nation starts?
Do you want to answer a call for us?
Docs Nation, you're live.
My, girl. Well, first of all, I need you to quit claiming that man is your husband. Because he's not. He's mine. Man had a bus, got him off the top. Okay?
You're married to Gerald Hoskin Johnson Jr.?
Excuse me?
You said you're married to Gerald Hoskin Johnson Jr.?
Yeah, we will be real soon.
Really, when? Because we're not divorced yet.
Well, it's okay. You're dating. You're dating, so leave that man alone.
What do you mean I'm dating? We're not divorced yet. How he gonna marry you if he's still married to me? And I'm just trying to figure out, how long have y'all been dating? Because he was just living with the white woman before he lost the job. And is he spending that money from his VA check on you that he gets for me every month?
Sure is, me and our soon-to-be child.
And you're pregnant?
Yes, I am.
You do realize my husband is sterile. He can't get anyone pregnant.
You could get
No, he's
pregnant.
literally gotten no one pregnant.
That's your home.
No, he's literally gotten no one pregnant ever. He couldn't even get Dirty Nikki pregnant. That bitch had to fake and put babies on him just so he could pretend like he could make a baby.
Real life street stars that already booked us next week.
Real life street stars booked you. What's your name, girl?
You will see.
What's your name is, girl?
We booked. We hooked them books.
Yeah, but what's your name is, though, so I can tell people to follow you.
Oh, I don't need nobody to follow me because I don't want clout.
You don't want clout, then what the fuck you going to real life street stars for with my motherfucking husband, bitch? If you don't want no motherfucking clout, do me a favor. Eat a fucking dick. I don't get no fuck. You call the fuck back here again. What I'm about to do is call my husband and tell him to come and handle up on you. Because clearly he don't know how to keep his hoes in line. I'm sorry. Hey.
Hey. Yo, Docs Nation is off the hook. I love it though. I was here for it. You know it's somebody watching, right? Some people thought that was TJ. They think TJ was playing on the phone. It didn't sound like TJ to me.
That wasn't TJ.
Yeah, that didn't sound like TJ. Nah.
That wasn't TJ at all. That shit happens all fucking day. That shit is weird and funny at the same time.
Like I heard your phone ringing and I knew it. I was like, I wonder who that is. I was like, I wonder is that Docs Nation? I was like, go ahead and answer and shit. I knew there was somebody watching. Like I knew it.
It always happens when I'm live somewhere.
Right. So do people call when you're not live, or is it usually
they
always?
do. They call
okay,
when
they
we're
do.
not live.
Okay.
They call all the time. I mean, the funny thing is, it's a gift and a curse because sometimes we pick up the phone. Like this morning, I answered the phone and a woman started singing "The Battle Is Not Mine, It's the Lord's," and she was singing her face off, and all I could do was say, "Bless your soul, thank you for the gift and the blessing." And then she hung up when I told her we were live on Miss Cat's channel, and she got home. But you know, it's been a blessing and a curse. There's been a lot of good, and there's some annoying stuff. But I think for me, the first time I got doxxed, it was by Tasha K and the Winos, and it was relentless and it was crazy. But it taught me how to deal with all of this. So now. It's like, fuck it. Everything's content. Make it content.
Right. Make it content. At the end of the day, the content is contented. So make it content.
Yes.
You're right. They said Monopoly is in the chat. They've been saying a whole bunch of different content creators are in the chat, but I do not see them. So they must have me blocked and I can't see them, which is fine by me. But
Or
if I could
maybe
see
they
them, I
just
would
don't
block them.
have memberships. It is on members only still, isn't it?
No, I had took it off. So yeah, it's
Oh.
open now. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but I don't see her here. Is Monopoly here? Did you want to talk to her, Jag?
Hold on a second. Docs Nation.
Oh, Dots Nation. Okay, that's better.
Docs Nation, you're live.
Hey, is this a victim that don't take accountability?
Oh my God.
I'm sorry, is this who?
A victim that don't take accountability.
Who's a victim?
Victim? You're a lying ass victim at that.
I'm a lying ass victim at that. What's your name? What your name is?
Make sure y'all hit the like button.
What did you say?
Somebody put the Jag in jail. Diddy's still bullying you, you nasty, dirty bitch.
What?
And your mother and sister in Dallas and house that they didn't even come see you. You're a trifling bitch.
Yeah. That's all you got to say? You live? Okay. Yeah, we get those calls still too.
I don't even know what they were saying.
Neither do I. I don't think they knew what they were saying.
Right. You know, it's so crazy because like I have the link here and they could have clicked the link instead of them doing the fake. But again, they probably don't want to have people know who they are. They want to just troll you and all that stuff, you know. At
And
the
now
end of the day,
now you got the robot telling people to call the district attorney to lie and say that they saw me revoking my bond so I could go back to jail. Like, these people are crazy.
wait, revoking your bond?
Danny Robinson doxed the DA on my case, gave up the address, the phone number, and the email address, and told the people that follow her to call if they see anything and report me for violating my bond so my bond can be revoked.
So everybody think you go into jail on the 20th, and we talked about this. Like, it's not to put you in jail, right?
Which is why they want people to now start flooding calls to the DA's office so somebody can lie and say they caught me revoking my bond so that they'll revoke my bond and take me back to jail. That's a little involved, ain't it?
That's extreme.
As
you know, I'm always against putting, you know, anybody saying to put Jag in jail or anything. Here's the thing about putting Jag in jail. Like, that's not going to make her all of a sudden take accountability.
Well, I don't know what people want me to take accountability for.
I think people want to see you say, like, hey, I did some bad things and I messed up. I apologize.
Everything I did for a purpose. And the things that I did that people have problems with, I cannot talk about because they are a part of my very open case. And it could, you know, revoke my bond if I talk about it outside of court. But when I go to trial, all will be revealed. I keep telling people, I don't do anything that's not calculated.
Oh, Genesis is in the chat. She said, we know she ain't going to take accountability. It's all everyone else's fault.
Yeah, it is your fault, you fat fucking bitch. Get the fuck out of here, toots. Take your goofy ass the fuck on. What you mad? You mad because you ain't got 10,000 views yet? Don't nobody want to see you? You goofy fucking bitch. What you are about to do is go to motherfucking jail. Because
the feds are looking at her. Why are the feds looking at her?
The feds are looking at her because of her involvement in carbonation, and Eligio Bishop now has a RICO case, and everybody who helped him prosper in the midst of that, including you, Monica Lockett, is being looked at. Fuck you, bitch. And while they're at it, you, my sister, Julila Nicole Allen, my ex-husband, Sam Odom, can also start getting ready for your fair charges for conspiracy against me to have my bond revoked so I could be put in jail. You got the wrong fucking one, bitch. Run back to Jonathan and tell Jonathan I said, if my mother and my sister appear on that blue couch, y'all are all gonna regret it. And Charleston White, I'm snatching his little one-eyed ass down.
Oh,
Go ahead and do another interview with him, Toots.
well,
that
I don't
woman
think
that
Genesis
hate
is going to
men.
do no more interviews anymore. I think like that was it. Thank you, Rita.
I don't know. All a bunch of motherfuckers that ain't relevant without me, trying to find a way to be relevant without me. It sounds like a lost cause.
No, did Genesis know them? But
I
know the
introduced
cult?
them. I introduced them. Genesis met Carbonation while she was laid up in the hospital, half dead from COVID on Bigo. Then she started being a contributor. Then she started being a helper. And then she started having dreams and imagination of becoming the new head of this very illustrious criminal organization. You know the problem with wanting fame, Monica? When you ain't got no talent. Not really. I mean, don't get me wrong. You can spin record. But anybody can fucking spin record. Fucking Erykah Badu called herself a motherfucking DJ, and that bitch can barely spin record. They pay her to do it.
What is that record?
They pay her to do it. You ain't special.
Hold on.
You just had sex with a hip hop legend a long time ago.
Hey, Genesis.
First of all, I don't just spin records. I have music out.
You're not fucking relevant, bitch.
You're not relevant
fucking
anymore,
relevant,
bitch. That's
bitch.
why you're on here trying to make up all this bullshit.
To get Shaka
making
to
up
convince
lies.
me to support him so you can make money off of me was a bad fucking choice. Fuck your show. And if you really don't want no problems with me, don't get me to start it. I will heckle the fucking shit out of that show. I will make that fucking show so undesirable. You will lose every dollar you invested in it. Stop trying to get people to fucking butter me up. You fucked up. You worked with my sister. You worked with my ex-husband. You worked with Julila Nicole Allen. You fucked around with my bond, and you gonna have your
I'm not gonna sit here and have a shouting match with your stupid
turn, bitch.
Genesis, do you feel bad for doing the interview with Real Life Productions?
Oh, no, she's thirsty as fuck.
Hold on, Jag. Let her answer, Jag. Go ahead, Genesis.
I don't feel bad. Everything I said was the absolute truth. I didn't say anything wrong, incorrect, or sideways. I said everything as it happened and what happened from my point of view. I don't have any reason to feel bad about nothing.
And
have
your
you watched
point of
the
view
interview?
Is about as confused as two gay boys trying to have sex with a straight woman. That's about how confused
her
your
whole
point
life
of view
is nothing but projection. All she does is project what she feels, what she's really going through out on everybody else. You're just a whole big projector. You don't even nothing about what you say. Everything you say is
Bitch,
lies
you're the
and
size
projection.
of a whole motherfucking jumbotron.
Okay, so I'm fat. Whoop-de-doo, but you're crazy. Okay, I can
Really,
listen.
I'm crazy?
I can always lose
The
weight.
only
You're
crazy thing about
insane. I
me
can
was
lose
that
weight,
I
honey,
thought
but
helping you
schizophrenia
might be a good idea. I
you
should have
need
left you on the side of the
you
road
need to
just
go
like
to a
everybody else.
psychiatrist.
I should have left you on the side of the road in a Buick just like your mama did when you was a little girl. Why don't you talk about yourself? Why don't you talk about living in a car when you were a child? Why don't you talk about that? Why don't you ever talk about yourself? Talk about your vagabond existence like talk about something that's real in your motherfucking life. Your ass was homeless. You lived in a car. You got molested a bunch. Your parents were fucking delusional and fucking dysfunctional. Talk about you, bitch.
A sob story about her father fucking her. And
talk about you, bitch. Talk about you. Talk about what it was like to live in that there Buick. Talk about what it was like to live in that there Buick, because I ain't never lived in a Buick before. Was it comfy? Did you do your homework in the trunk or the back seat? I'm just trying to figure out what the fuck was it like? What was playtime like in the back of that Buick that you grew up in while y'all was homeless in the street? Talk about your life. Talk about you.
Okay.
I did talk about my life.
I think what
You
Jag
got
is trying to
time to
say.
Talk about my
me.
life, but you're so stupid. You
Your
don't even know
fucking
what
life, everything you say about your life is a motherfucking facade. You are nothing but a groupie who learned how to spin records. You had sex with somebody who didn't even fucking love you, made sure you had a baby, and you've been running around for 20 years trying to attach yourself to the greatness of Slum Village. You ain't nothing but a skeezer.
And you try to attach
You a
yourself to the
fucking
greatness
skeezer,
of
bitch.
the Roots
You a
and Jay-Z,
fucking skeezer,
and your ass
bitch.
wasn't even a
You're
part
a
of
fucking
Jay-Z or the Roots.
skeezer,
You weren't a
bitch.
member of
You're
the
a
Roots.
fucking
You,
skeezer
listen,
who likes
Jay-Z
fucking
took the
sucking
video
coke
down,
dick.
bitch. The whole
That's
video
who
that
the
you
fuck
talk
you
about, the
are.
goddamn
That's who the fuck
MTV,
you are. Are you
you took
happy?
that video
Are
down.
you
So
happy?
your whole
Are you
everything about
happy,
you about to be
liar?
ruined. And
You got your
you all
fucking
this
5
stuff that
minutes
you
with
talk
me.
about
What
Jay-Z,
you gonna go
you can't
and take
find
this
none of that
and
shit
put it
on
up on
YouTube.
your
Go try
very
to find
lonely
it.
struggle channel so
I
somebody, please
bet you
somebody
$1
go
million
over there and
you ain't
watch
gonna be
this
able to find that
bitch.
video on YouTube
Please, because her motherfucking
Jay-Z
content
took that
lonely
video
as shit.
down
Her
with
fucking
MTV
content needs
with you
company. This
talking that shit,
motherfucking hoe
with
always
you
talking
singing,
shit.
kind of
Shut your fucking
oversinging.
fat ass up,
You shut
you
your, why
milk
don't you make
fucking
me, bitch?
turd. You
Make
a
me.
whole milk
Why you
fucking
make me?
turd.
I'll beat your
You
motherfucking ass,
decide
you
you ain't beating
bald-headed
fucking
bitch.
shit,
I'll
bitch.
beat your
You ain't,
motherfucking
bitch. I will bust
scoliosis,
you in your head
crooked,
with a
crooked
motherfucking
back
bat
bitch.
as soon
You
as all
crooked
my
back
charges
bitch
is
fucking
dismissed.
hoe. You
I'ma
crooked
get
back
you,
bitch
bitch.
fucking
As
hoe.
soon as all my charges are dismissed.
Honey,
Soon as all my charges are dismissed.
I'm gonna beat your crooked
What
bottom
is it?
teeth ass.
3607. 3607 Red Wolf Drive in Mesquite, Texas.
Wait,
Did
hold
you
on.
Listen, I don't even live there no
did
more,
you
you
move
big
yet,
dummy.
bitch? Did you move yet? Because it
I've
looks
been
like you're
Wait,
still
moved,
no,
you
filming
big
we
from
can't
out
be
dummy.
there.
doxing. No,
Ain't that
we
it?
can't be
Ain't
This
that
doxing.
it?
bitch is stupid.
Ain't that it?
This
Ain't this
bitch is
what you came
stupid.
here for?
No, I didn't
Ain't
come
this
up
what
here
you
for this.
came here
But,
for? This
honey,
what
I
you
listen.
came
I
here
didn't come
for,
up here.
huh?
I
This
didn't
what
come up
you
here for
came
you.
here for.
You can't
You
have a
are a
reasonable
thirsty
conversation with this
fucking
stupid
piece
bitch. This
of
bitch is
shit. And
ridiculous. Your whole life is
Nicole
ridiculous. Your
Allen
whole
is
life is
about
a
to
failure.
turn on
Your
you.
whole life is a failure and it's
Jalila about
pathetic.
to
Your
turn
whole
on
life is
you. And
sad.
my
It's nothing
sister
but
ain't
sadness.
nobody motherfucking friend. You fucked up, bitch. You going to fuck to jail.
Okay, I
Do
bet you
not
$100
collect
I'm gonna
go.
go there.
Do
Why
not,
don't you
do
place a
not
wager on
peso.
that
Do not
shit?
collect
Why don't you
$200.
place a
Your
Your
wager
black
on
and
that
white
crazy ass
shit?
going to
Genesis
fuck
on the
to
new
jail. Fuck
house.
you, bitch.
Why don't
Fuck
we
you.
place
Fuck
a wager
you,
on why don't we
bitch.
place a wager
Fuck
that I'm not going to
you,
jail?
bitch.
Why don't we
Fuck you,
place a
fuck you,
wager
fuck
on
you.
if anything
Chain
that you say
smoke
is
some more
true? I'll
cigarettes.
pay you
Drink another
$100 about
motherfucking
everything
40
you
ounce
say.
and
If
have a
we
fucking
have
heart
to sit
attack, ho.
down,
Why don't you
who's
go?
telling the truth and
Where
who's
the
not,
fuck is
I bet
COVID
you
when
will
you
find out that
need it?
everything that you say is a
God
lie and
damn it,
everything I
where's
say is the
COVID
truth.
when you fucking
Everything
need
I
it?
say is
We
a
need
lie.
a dose of
Everything you say
COVID
is
right
the truth. Everything
motherfucking now.
I say
Lay
is the
your
truth.
ass the fuck out.
You're a
Lay
fucking
your ass
compulsive
out.
liar.
Please, bitch, get the
Listen,
COVID.
all you do
I
is
need you to
shit
get
all the time
COVID
and eat
right now
crosses.
because you are a
You
miserable
all you
piece
do
of
is
fucking
you got the
shit.
running guts. Your fucking
Running guts? Who
diarrhea.
the fuck is you talking
Fucking
about? Bitch, you talking about because your fucking nasty ass
your
gave me
fucking
IBS? Yes, you
like
do.
that be
You
just
give
quivering and
me the
sitting on the
shit.
goddamn toilet all
Your
the
fucking
goddamn shit.
idiot
That's why
fucking
you
ass
gotta wear
running
goddamn
around the
diapers
house
and shit
with
all
a
the time.
child's
Walking
microphone
around
screaming and
leaving
hollering and shit.
period blood and
Getting
hope.
drunk all the goddamn
Listen,
time.
bitch, you got
Open it up
period
here,
blood.
have another
Listen, you gotta
cigarette.
be
Hold
going
on,
Smoke
hold
to
on,
that
hold on, y'all. Okay,
motherfucker.
because you
I'm
got period blood all over the hotel.
hold on. Okay, so I'm gonna give y'all y'all last final minutes because I'm gonna go ahead and get my day started because you know it's hot as hell, so I get my day started at night. So we're gonna give everybody their last final statement. So I'm gonna bring Jag and Genesis up, or maybe I should do one at a time. Let me do Jag. Jag, what would you like to say your final statement to DJ Genesis?
1, 2, the feds coming for you. 3, 4, you better lock your door. 5, 6, I dox real quick. 7, 8, they gonna lay you straight. 9, 10, bitch, keep fucking with me. I'll do it all over again. I hope you catch COVID real soon. I hope you catch COVID and I hope you fucking choke. You fucking thirsty ass bitch. And that's all I got to say. AT2, it's been a pleasure. I love those glasses on you.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
They're very Vegas. Very Vegas. Now I'm gonna clear out and I'm gonna drop down so you can talk to that cancer patient on deck. Cause she got to have some
She
kind
got
of cancer.
Jag.
She got
Have
to
a good
have
night,
some kind of
Jag. Oh my God. Hello, Genesis.
Good evening, AT2. Good evening. You know,
Good
it's
evening. Thank
crazy.
you.
It's crazy because I addressed my homeless upbringing and all that different stuff on the
Hold on,
actual
there's a
real life
content
street stuff.
creator dropping their cash app or something like that. Let me block them real quick. Block. All right, go ahead, Genesis. Sorry.
I addressed all this stuff, homelessness, all that stuff. I addressed everything like that, and that actually went into why I help out so many people because I was homeless at one point. I addressed all that in the interview with Real Life Street Stars. The bottom line is that um this Jaguar Wright is suffering from psychosis and depression. You know what I'm saying? She really needs to, I don't know, stay on her medication and get treated for that. She puts out a lot of negative energy and this, that, the other. And I just suggest she go get her blood pressure checked. All that hollering and screaming she's constantly doing cannot be good for her blood pressure and her health. To me, I mean, I don't have to do another Real Life Street Stars thing talking about her. You know what I'm saying? I addressed the questions that Real Life Street Stars asked me, but I got enough going on in my real life. I don't need to be connected to her in any old kind of way. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to get my name off the bond because fuck that bitch, quite frankly. She's been talking about my child's father in the most pitiful way. You know what I'm saying? She supposedly cares about him and was with him, but then the moment she brings his name up, she wants to defile him and say these terrible things about him. And she don't know nothing about our relationship. All she does is make up lies. She's saying that everybody else is lying. She's projecting. Everything that she says about everybody else is really the thing that's wrong with her. And I think it's sad, really, to see a person really deteriorate mentally like that. She's deteriorating mentally, and YouTube ain't helping. And she needs to grow the fuck up and stop take responsibility for her actions. That's why she's in a goddamn hotel with this fake relationship with somebody and don't even just met them, just like she met Goomba and married him in a month. Now she's acting the same way. She's in merry-go-round. She's just acting like a person that's got bipolar. You meet a person, you love bomb them, you hurry up you move them in immediately. I mean, you don't even know that person until, what are you doing? You just got you're not even divorced, get your shit together, take responsibility, look at your situation. You know what I'm saying? She don't even see that she's basically spiraling out of control and down. She's actually at the lowest of her situation, and she's still hollering and yelling at everybody around her. It's like, come on.
Do you miss your friendship with her at all?
There was never really a friendship, I don't believe, because the fact that she could turn around the way how she's doing here, that's not. I would never. Even my worst, a person that I was ever friends with, I would never try to talk to them in this way. I would never do that. So that's not. She's never been a friend to me. And anybody that has slept with my child's father and is sitting in my house with vitriol and hatred towards me and smiling up in my face the whole time, she's been a friend of me. Is actually what she's been. She came into my situation because Carbonation was there and took advantage of my kindness. Is what she did. And my stupid ass, because I was in my year in white and I was so busy and more focused on doing the documentary that I just went ahead and I was just like, I was ignoring the signs that this bitch just was a snake the whole time. The only reason why she came, she was being an opportunist because she saw the opportunity. Oh, okay, the documentary. And then, I was trying to help her with Philadelphia. I was going to help her with Philadelphia. She saw opportunity with Carbonation. That's why she had. So the moment she got to my house, she started serenading Shaka and doing content and putting it on her network and stuff like that. So everything to her was really about content and about what she could get out of it. You know what I'm saying? So if anybody was being fucked over, it was me. I didn't,
So you never had any dealings with the Carbonation and stuff like that as far as business, or did you?
No, only person I've dealt with is Zulu Vision, the tribe Zulu. I've never done anything with Carbonation. Well, that's why when she talking about a goddamn RICO charge, no, I've dealt with tribe Zulu on Bigo, not Carbonation. I have one time I did call into the Nature Boy thing when he was back in the day, and I was trying to argue with him over whether he should get into the Orisha thing. And I got into a debate with him about that. That was like back when it was not even called carbonation; it was called melanation. I got into a debate about the
Oh.
Orisha and that he should get it. They should like study the Orisha, and he said that the ancestors live inside you. He don't need to study that, and his head Orisha is a legwa, and also, and we give our thing to the earth and all kind of weird stuff. And that was the end of my community that I've ever talked to Nature Boy. You know what I'm saying? I talked to him one time. But other than that, like
So you're
I did
not
not.
going to jail then?
No, for what?
The Rico case.
Jesus Christ! Come on now. That honey. Listen, that case would be thrown out so quick, honey. That would be a waste of a lawyer trying to put me in jail because of that. That connection is too. Only thing like I said, as Tribe Zulu, and I guess if that's connected to carbonation, then whatever that is, but that ain't got nothing to do with carbonation. So whatever.
Right. Okay. And Genesis, I wasn't ignoring you. I was unblocking people from my Google account so then I can block them in my chat. That's what I was doing while you were talking. I wasn't.
And this is trying to say that I'm trying to get Shaka to like be cool with her so that I don't want to work with that bitch ever again. Like this, no, fuck her. What benefit? I don't trust this bitch. Any person that would come into my house and have this secret that she slept with my child's father, and then this whole time she's got this hatred for me, deep embedded hatred for me, and then she's still in my house and then trying to like backdoor me by and being rude to me. She was being very rude to me in my own house, being very like fucked up towards me. She wasn't the nicest person when she was over my house. I just couldn't figure out what the reason was. And now I know the whole time is that, she slept with Batin. And so she really had a problem with me the whole time. So fuck that bitch. I don't give a fuck about her.
Genesis, before we close out, go ahead and tell us about your show that you have coming up.
Oh yeah, coming up on September the 20th, it's going to be the Smart Guy, Kevin Wesley, and Smart Guy, Kevin Wesley, Napasha Sonnetter is going to be hosting it. If anybody knows the House of Consciousness, they're going to be in the house hosting it. Anton Daniels, Cynthia G, and so a couple other people to be announced. So we're going to be discussing love and relationship. Is going to be a relationship town hall because when Princella Clark and Charleston White did their interview, it ended with Charleston saying, "Hey, we need to do a town hall event," and that's partially why Jaguar is trying to attack Charleston because of the connection to the event, and the connection to, to the network and stuff, and my connection to booking him. So now she feels like
I think you should also book Jag too for it.
No, never. Absolutely.
I'm just kidding. I knew that was a no. Well, Genesis, thank you for coming up.
September 20th at the Texas Theater. The show starts at 6 p.m. Texas Theater, September 20th in Dallas, Texas, in Oak Cliff. Check it out.
Thank you, Genesis, for coming up. I appreciate you. No problem. All right, y'all. Well, that was fun. I don't know what to say after all that shit. I guess it was fun, right? But thank you guys for being here. I appreciate y'all. I'm gonna get ready to get up out of here. I did tell my members I was gonna go. We'll talk later tonight. My members, shout out to my members. We'll talk later tonight. But thank you guys. I appreciate y'all for being here. Thank y'all for letting me pass a little time because if I was not to go live, I would have been downstairs spending all my money. So I appreciate y'all for being here. Thank you, everybody, for the cash apps. I appreciate that. Thank you for all the super chats and super stickers. I appreciate that as well. Thank y'all for being here. It was a good show. Other than that, y'all, we out of here. Deuces, do you want somebody oil? Had to do it one more last time. All right, peace out, body oil.